Here's a truly bizarre video featuring a man recounting his experience of being haunted, and things quickly take a strange turn.
You know, it's normal house noises. And then a couple of voices I've heard. It's kind of freaking me out though, you know. Thought it was gone.
At first glance, there doesn't seem to be anything unusual. The man is simply sharing his story. If we zoom in on a skeleton figure in the background, its head inexplicably tilts to the left, despite no one else being in the room. This eerie moment occurs just a minute into a 20-minute video, and the unsettling events only escalate from there. Suddenly, the door swings open on its own, adding to the creeping tension. As if that wasn't unnerving enough, the door then closes by itself as well. The man insists that he was alone in the house during this time, making the situation even more puzzling. Could it have been a strong breeze? Or perhaps something beyond the grasp of human perception? Many lean toward the latter explanation.
I felt something. Can you hear him? What is it? This fucking closet door. Hey, stop!
He approached the closet to close it, understandably perplexed by what had just happened. But as he did so, he suddenly heard the sound of footsteps creeping toward the room he had just left. Given that his wife was home at the time, he initially thought it might have been her walking upstairs, and perhaps he had simply misinterpreted the noise. However, later that day, his wife came downstairs, mentioning that she had been napping during that time. If she was truly asleep, then no one should have been making those footsteps. Chilling indeed. Now let's look into the haunting of Marvin Caguas. Marvin writes on his channel that his house has had a lot of paranormal activity occurring, but it never appeared to him to film until recently. In this first video, he wrote that one of his niece's toys turns on by itself, so he decided to pull out his camera and head downstairs. Let's take a look.
Alvin. Funny anymore, man. Fuck, dude.
In this video, we see the child's toy that is seemingly activated by the spirit. This prompts Marvin to check all around his house. Everything seems calm around the house, but take a look when he re-enters the dining room. He notices that the chandelier is swinging, although nobody was in the room. Understandably, this scares the man, who runs off, and that is where the video cuts off. The next video that Marvin took in his home is even freakier. Marvin wrote, "I was showing the night vision on the Xbox One. When I later watched the video, I realized a figure in what appears to be a mist of some sort on the upper right portion of the screen. While I was filming, I did not notice it."
So right now it's completely dark in this house right now. All you can basically see is my Xbox One controller. Now I'm gonna switch on the night vision for you guys. As you can see, it lights up the whole room. It's actually a pretty cool feature. I don't know if they have an app for this or not, but they also have this version of the camera. I don't know what it is. I think it's either infrared or something like that. And then back to dark. As you can see, all you can see is my Xbox controller. And then back to night vision. It's actually
in the top right corner of the living room, we can see a very strange figure floating up towards the ceiling. This shadow could not possibly come from Marvin, since he's not moving in that way at all. He states that his family firmly believes that this is a shadow figure, and is also responsible for the objects moving around in the house. Do you think this is a true haunting? Let me know your opinions in the comments. This chilling video was shared by a young woman named Poopa, who found herself home alone when something truly unsettling occurred. The footage begins innocently enough, with Poopa lounging on the couch. However, her tranquility is abruptly shattered as she becomes aware of a lurking presence within her own house.
Había una persona en mi casa que me estaba mirando.
¡Qué miedo que das! ¿Qué haces? ¡Ey! ¡Andate de mi casa! ¿Quién sos?
Glancing towards the dimly lit corner of the room, she started to see what appears to be an immobile figure standing eerily still. It becomes evident that someone is watching her intently. Initially taken aback, Poopa's fear gives way to nervous laughter as she assumes it must be a mischievous friend, or even her boyfriend playing a prank on her. The video then abruptly cuts off at a critical moment, leaving viewers to ponder the unsettling events that followed. What happened after this remains a mystery, as Poopa has refrained from delving into the details of that fateful night in the following videos. User Average American 2019 states that in his house he regularly catches ominous shadow apparitions. His friends and family can see them too, and apparently the building they are living in is really old. Tonight he has a friend over, and he lets him in on all the weird things taking place. And as fate will have it, it appears that he can capture one of these shadows on tape.
There it is. See that? Look, somebody caught my shirt. That is nuts.
You have to admit, it really looks interesting. Now we are taking a look at some CCTV footage, which stems from an old sewer tunnel system located somewhere in Europe. The story goes that a lot of sketchy stuff was going on in these systems back in the day, and that to this day workers still see the eerie outlines of spirits down there. Apparently, the following footage is showing us one of these instances. A woman seems to appear at the end of the sewer tunnels, but also the light flickers just moments before she appears on camera. That's quite strange. And as mysteriously as she appears, she vanishes. Only moments after that, there is a dark shadow that is making it towards the end of the tunnel as well. Which is pretty inexplicable to many. What do you think happened here? I couldn't say, to be honest. Jake Matt has shared the following video of his best friend's sister. He states that she was the only person home at the time, and while recording and singing along to his song, a shadow man could be captured, standing behind her in the living room. Again, it is very unclear what exactly is standing there in the room. But the sudden appearance could make one believe that it could be an otherworldly force. The following video was shared by a concerned mother on her channel, the Mummy Wowpedia. They have CCTV cameras installed outside of the residence, and on one particular night, something terrifying seems to have been captured. She tells us, "I had a scary experience a couple of days ago. I saw something weird on our CCTV cameras. I watched it closer and I think I saw a ghost. I was so scared, but I couldn't find it after some seconds. We checked the backup, but couldn't find any ghost or paranormal thing as such. So today I noticed it again, when I was playing with my daughter. I immediately captured it with my phone. Guess what? I checked the backup video and found nothing. Again. Please take a look and tell me what you think."
The pipe, the water. Oh,
You read the book, baby.
okay.
It looks like a lady who's leaning over the railing and resting her head on her hand. You can even make out the face a little, as well as her legs. It's a really mysterious encounter, since nobody seemed to have seen her in person, nor was she on the actual CCTV backup. Was it a ghost, reliving some of its memories? I couldn't say. What could have transpired here in your opinion? A pretty eerie video. JC has sent in the following clip, which is a bit older but still extremely creepy. The description reads, possibly a ghost apparition was caught on tape. This week, during a visit to the old World War II tunnels, the camera started to go crazy and was malfunctioning at the lower levels of the tunnels. Strange EVPs were caught on tape during the filming. These tunnels are not open to the public. This week, a small group of engineers were sent into those old World War II tunnels. The deepest part of the tunnels is approximately 1,500 feet into the ground and can be reached via several steps and wooden slides leading to the bottom. These tunnels were used for mining purposes before the World War. So, are we seeing a real ghost here from the olden days? Or is this just a video trick? This video was recorded by a user called Cable Car Spy, and she states that one night when she was home alone in the house, she heard some inexplicable noises from the second floor. And then a moment after, the door in the living room started to move on its own. That's when she started recording. She shared the clip on Reddit afterwards and was looking for help. Let's check that out.
Okay, I don't know what is going on here. Oh my god. Oh my god. No way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. No way. No way. There's nobody here. There's nobody here. There is nobody here. This is insane. Oh my god.
Did you notice it? Let's check that again. A man is peeking down the staircase to the left. And no, apparently it was not another family member. She didn't notice it at first, only after watching the replay. Which is pretty weird, isn't it? So we can rule out an intruder, if it isn't a friend of hers. Maybe a paranormal incident. The following video was uploaded by DJ Mix, and he states that the security camera in his niece's bedroom has captured quite an eerie encounter. The girl tells her family about her imaginary friend a lot, but of course they never took her stories too serious at first, since having invisible friends is pretty common for many kids. However, after the family noticed more and more strange occurrences to unfold in the residence, they installed several wise security cameras in their home. And this particular night, their young daughters were playing in their bedroom when something rather interesting was captured. It left the family quite baffled. If we take a closer look at it, it would appear that this apparition seems to be of childlike stature at first, coming out of the wall, before it moves through one of the young daughters, and then shrinks to the size of a bug and just vanishes. They don't believe this to be caused by a reflection coming from the window on the bottom, or even spider webs. Is it perhaps the imaginary friend playing with their young daughters? A man uploaded the following to Reddit. He states, "This photo was taken by my dad when he did a tour at the Whaley house about 3 years ago. For anyone who isn't familiar with the house, it's a popular tourist attraction that is believed to be haunted because of the many deaths that occurred on the property. The figure appears to be in the kitchen, which is separated from the room we were in by a window. No one is allowed in the kitchen for preservation purposes, including employees. We didn't notice the figure in the picture until we were done with the tour. There's just a window that connects the kitchen to the rest of the video. There's no doorway in there. The only doorway to get into the kitchen is the outside of the house, and it remains locked. What do you guys think? Do we have a ghost that is peeking from inside the kitchen here?" This is Isabel Riley's latest video, in which she presents what she believes could be compelling evidence of the paranormal. The footage features a mysterious photo taken by her boss, who captured something inexplicable during a visit to a renowned New Orleans restaurant called Antoine. This establishment is known for its extensive wine cellar, filled with a vast collection of bottles worth millions of dollars. Curious about the cellar, Isabel's boss decided to explore it. What he discovered down there was far beyond what they had anticipated. Whilst in the cellar, he took several photographs, including some of the restaurant owner, who was busy with his laptop. The following morning, as he reviewed the photos on his phone, he was taken aback by one particular image.
So this is the first picture that he showed me from the wine cellar. You can see this guy who is on his laptop at auction doing whatever. And here is the next picture that he took. So we all see that. That is a full body apparition. It looks like a woman in this like black Victorian dress. And when I was showed this, I genuinely had full body chills. This is insane. I've never seen anything like this, and I need to not be alone in seeing this because holy...
A full-bodied apparition was clearly visible, despite there being only 2 people in the cellar, himself and the restaurant owner. The photo revealed a third figure, dressed in old-fashioned clothing. This figure was completely absent when the photo was taken, leading to speculations that something ghostly was captured. The photo has sparked a variety of reactions. Some suggest it might be cursed, whilst others are simply perplexed. The unsettling appearance of the figure has left many viewers feeling uneasy. Isabel and her boss are still trying to understand the origin of the apparition. The following video has been recorded by a young man who states that his new apartment was apparently super haunted, from shadow sightings to intruder alerts. He had seen it all. This was just another night filled with really creepy incidents. Apparently the shadow had made it into his home again and was not only scaring him, but also unsettling his little dog. While some people think it could be staged, others say that this might actually be a malevolent force that has entered his home. Your thoughts? The following was recorded by an explorer who was just recording what appears to be some recently abandoned living facilities. But there has been something else that was with him at the time. Could this be one of the former tenants, maybe? What's your opinion? The following video is going to take us on a spine-chilling adventure with Caden and his friends as they set out on a camping trip in the eerie woods of Arizona. Now, normally Caden's vlogs are all about everyday life, but this time they stumble upon something truly bizarre. Let's dive into the mystery. Caden and his friends had just arrived at their campsite when they heard an unsettling noise in the distance. What could it be? Well, they decided to whip out their camera to capture the moment.
I don't know.
That was a child screaming.
Joe, listen.
Or like a woman or something. That was a female screaming. Phil? Please, please, please. No. Mm-mm. Oh my God, Phil, it sounds like somebody's being...
What they recorded was absolutely hair-raising, a chilling scream that sent shivers down their spines.
Please. No.
Was it a woman's voice or something else entirely? The internet had mixed opinions, ranging from it being a mountain lion to a skinwalker. But the mystery didn't end there. In the second part, things got even stranger.
Oh my God, Phil, it sounds like somebody's...
How's that person that? It's partially.
Phil, that sounds like some scary movie
In the middle of the I have the biggest revolver ever, dude. Dude, we're in the middle of nowhere.
Dude, that sounds like some horror. Dude. What happened to the other steel target?
There's two.
There's one right there on the ground. It's on the ground.
What? That right there.
What the is that?
Dude, that's not. No.
Please tell me you guys are with me. Oh! No!
As they approached the source of the eerie screams, something unexpected happened. A keen-eyed subscriber spotted a chilling detail. When the video was brightened, a humanoid figure seemed to be lurking behind one of the trees. So they were not alone. Some speculated it could have been a barn owl, while others believe it might be an unknown creature, a cryptid perhaps. Now, putting all these eerie elements together, it's hard to ignore that something sinister is afoot. In this deeply unsettling video from May 18th, 2022, a woman named Leticia experienced something truly eerie while staying alone in her Airbnb, or so she thought. The incident occurred around midnight when she was abruptly awakened by a noise she could have never anticipated. Let's dive into the footage. Although convinced she was alone, Letitia was startled by a scream that seemed to emanate from within the Airbnb. Initially paralyzed by fear, she hesitated to move, but eventually she gathered the courage to investigate. Despite thoroughly checking the apartment, she found nothing out of the ordinary. The mystery surrounding the recording remains unresolved, leaving us to wonder, was it a prank, a noise from outside, or something far more sinister? Now back to the house of user WinMCPix, who also is dealing with a malevolent shadow figure, and who has blessed us today with some new updates.
I'm home alone. I'm hearing my own voice upstairs. The door won't stop knocking. And there's nobody there. This door keeps banging. I thought I was hearing my voice. Nobody's there. Go away! Open the door. Ooh, that was right over my shoulder. Who's... I'm giving you one chance to leave. I know what you're doing. Stop. It's not scaring me. It's not scaring anybody else. You need to leave now. Yeah, I got a feeling you're in this room, aren't you? Are you in here? This again. Okay. All right. If you're gonna play these games all night, I'm not gonna play. I'm not doing this. And now I hear the bathroom water on. Good grief. Get out.
So, do you think this activity is demonic? In this video, we see a young woman who was just stepping outside into her backyard to take her laundry in. However, unbeknownst to her, something creepy was lurking at her at the time. The family asked their neighbors if they had any idea as of what this could have been, but unfortunately they were just as clueless as the family themselves. Was it something otherworldly? The uploader of this video tells us that he got an alert on his phone stating that his doorbell camera had noticed a person standing in front of his door, and it was after midnight already. He then saw the following on his camera. In his opinion, this was not a trick of the light or a bug of any sorts, since he had never seen anything like it, and believes that maybe a ghost was visiting him that night. And in the following video, was traveling on a narrow road in the middle of nowhere one night. Apparently this area is pretty notorious for scary incidents that have been reported over the last 100 years. The most common story, however, is the one about the lady in red, who can be seen ever so often, standing on the side of the road and looking at passing vehicles. It is said that she lost her life in this very area a long time ago, but that her spirit is still haunting these grounds. The man was pretty uneasy after noticing a figure in what appears to be a red dress. He states that all he wanted is to get home as soon as possible after noticing this thing on the side of the road. And I suppose it will remain a mystery if that was actually the lady in red or just a lost person.
Martin Iveas has uploaded the following video, and he states, "This footage was captured on my phone while I was filming a 3-part tour of the church. It's my favorite place to shoot as a photographer. I wanted to make this tour for friends and followers. Just as I was about to wrap up, I went in the basement to a room I call the Red Room. After shining my light on what I think is a man, he gets up from a chair and chases me throughout the church. I still can't believe I managed to get this all on camera. I'm still very shaken up from this. Fellow photographers and artists, never go into places like this alone. Please." So this sounds like a terrifying experience for Martin. Let's see what actually transpired.
Part 3 of my favorite place to shoot. It's a little dark outside. It's pretty cloudy. It's rained all day today. I'm going to show you guys my favorite place to go. Downstairs in what I call the Red Room. The Red Room is a place I go once I'm done shooting for the day. Just to kind of look at pictures, see if I need to retake anything, re-edit anything.
A beautiful location, I really have to say. Who could have thought that there might be something really creepy lurking in that basement? Have you ever gone on a location like that, all by your own?
Turn the light off during the day. It's got a nice tint of red. I'll show you.
Pretty dark as well down there, obviously.
Can't see. Come down here, it's peaceful, it's quiet.
But then he comes across what he describes as a man sitting in the chair.
Oh my god.
And he tries to make it out of there as fast as he can. After all, he doesn't know what he actually just stumbled across. Now, what exactly is sitting in that chair, looking towards the wall in pitch darkness? Is it just a regular man, meditating? A homeless person, perhaps, or something paranormal? Let me know what you guys think. Maybe just a hoax after all. Whatever the reason, it's pretty terrifying.
This video was captured by two friends who were on their way to another friend who based on their statements was living in a rural area outside of town. After hearing some unexplained screams in the distance, one of them pulled out his phone to record what was going on, and indeed, he seemed to have captured a really odd creature in the distance.
Wait a second. I think I see a... Someone? I thought I seen a big buck or something. Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is it a buck? What is that? Dude, that's...
Some people speculate that this is another sighting of the ray creature, which is said to be home to these areas. Could that be so? It's really hard to say what exactly was captured that day. Or should I say night? If it wasn't just a setup by a friend or so, maybe we are looking at something mysterious here.